morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is the Man United agenda. This is the game day preview. Manchester United versus Everton, or if we're going to be correct, Everton versus Manchester United. Monday night football. So we're getting the preview out today on a Saturday. Um, yeah, good times, good times. It's been a good day for Manchester United. It's been a good couple of games with Michael Carrick. Colin, how are we feeling, kind sir?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, mate. Feeling good, you know. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's secure Champions League football. And I'm not going to say let's push on and try and challenge for the title because that's gone. That was well gone.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, let's keep our eyes on the goal.
We were teasing it, wasn't we? About wow. I don't know if we were saying it as a joke. I did it anyway when I mentioned about chasing for the league. And I think there was a tiny, tiny small window. And I think yeah, we were all kind of taking it serious. But I think as soon as that West Ham draw happened, I think it was just Champions League, normality. Let's take it seriously now and be realistic. And I think it absolutely is realistic in terms of top four, top five Champions League football. I will go to say that we will be in the Champions League next season. I don't know if you agree with that. Is that too bold?
No. I think judging on our recent performances, recent form, I think we are very firmly in the pole position to get Champions League with those who are fighting for it. You know, us, Chelsea, the bin dippers down the road. You know, we are in pole position. So yeah, it's for us to lose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I agree. And I'm positive. I'm positive all around. Good evening, Vinny. Kind sir. It's great to see Villa and Chelsea give up 2 points today, which helps us. But Monday is a must-win game to get back into top four. And well, not to maintain top four, because we are still in top four, are we not? Oh no.
Now we've dropped to
Oh,
fifth.
oh yeah, fifth. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep. Yep. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, Vinny. Before we talk about the preview, of course, though, I want to kind of shed some light, and it might be something that we might be able to do going forward, kind of what happened on this day. Um, and of course, what happened on this day, Duncan Edwards, obviously part of the Munich disaster, tragic, 21 years old, generational talent. Obviously, we are not at that tender age of being able to say we saw him live or anything like that. But I've seen videos, clips, and he's the type of player, I think he was a DM, holding mid kind of generational midfield player. We could do with someone like that. And yeah, obviously, just to shed some light on that piece on Duncan Edwards. And yeah, just a big shout out, Vinny, obviously part of the Brummy Reds. I'm part of the Brummy Reds. We have flowers set in place. They've been there for some time now. They've not been moved. So yeah, just a quick one on Duncan Edwards, and yeah, hopefully we can pull out a good performance in memory for the tragic losses of the disaster. Definitely, definitely. Don't know if you want to shed anything on that, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, we're a bit young to remember Duncan, but I mean, my grandparents, bless them, they were old enough to remember Duncan just, and I remember my granddad telling me about this player when I was growing up, this player called Duncan Edwards, and how he was on the pitch, such a good player, such an inspiration as well for people wanting to get into the game. Again, it's a tragic loss, one that we will hear on the channel as well as the world and every single Manchester United fan will never forget. Ever, we will always honour their memory, and like you say, hopefully we pick up the 3 points as well in honour of the Busby Babes.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I think he was born in Dudley, so not too far down the road from myself. So yeah, touching. But yeah, big up. 3 points. Hopefully Monday. That's going to be the task in hand. But yeah, we will talk about the game. We will definitely talk about the game. Michael Carrick, he's already had his press conference. I was a little bit surprised to we get as much content of the press conference that we have. I probably thought that we would have got his press conference on Sunday and then the embargoed section on the Monday. I could be wrong with that, but we've got it. He's spoken about injuries. He's spoken about the fact that Mason Mount, he was not that long ago one of our key players, the Amram, and then the injury happened as per the forgotten man. He got mentioned. Apparently, they're both almost back. The Lit's a little bit further behind. Touching on those two, do you feel a loss? Do you feel like we might need them before the end of the season?
I think we will need them before end of the season. I think we'll need both. I mean, it's a little bit harder. I kind of feel sorry for Mount because, I praise Mount so many times on this channel and I do like him. But when you look at the players we have, he's the one that's going to struggle the most to get back into the team. He really is. When we've got Cunha, Embuemo, Xerxes, Bruno, they all play in his position. And I don't think he's above any of them at the moment, to be fair. Maybe Xerxes. Maybe he's above Xerxes. But I think we're going to need him for squad depth. De Ligt, I think we're definitely going to need. We're definitely going to need him back.
Wow, okay.
There's going to be games where his skill set is going to be suited for it, and we can't rely on the skill set of Maguire or a Martinez or a Yoro, for instance. And obviously, if somebody gets injured in this running towards the end of the season, De Ligt is a fantastic player to have there, sat waiting to take his opportunity again.
And I saw a stat about De Ligt. What was it? Oh, so since he's not been in the team, I think he's still the leader for clearances and blocks in our back line, which goes to show what of a unit he is. I know Yaba, he talks about Maguire being that force. De Ligt does everything that Maguire can do and more. So I completely agree with you. He's quicker than Maguire. De Ligt's not rapid, definitely, but he can cover space more than Maguire. And this ain't a bashing on Maguire, but it's kind of a realization that as soon as De Ligt is back and fit and available, he will be back into that team without doubt. He was the main guy before the injury.
He should be. He should be the main guy coming back into the team, to be fair. I mean, look at all the times that he has saved United. Just this season alone, the tackles he's put in, the transition of play that he's started. You can't, as good as Maguire has been, Maguire has limitations where it seems like De Ligt is a little bit more free. He's not chained as much.
Yeah.
Like I said, Maguire's been great for us over these last couple of weeks. But De Ligt be back in there straight away for me.
Yeah, no, I think I miss him. I absolutely miss him. Hopefully, it's not a massive injury where it keeps reoccurring. Hopefully, he's had the Luke Shaw masseuses and the Leacher masseuse, whatever they've had done was whatever they've had. It's worked. It's worked miracles. Big up Iron Titanium. Big up Smash the Likes, please, people. For those that are watching, it is Saturday night, so we've caught some people by surprise, it seems, but there's no harm in that. No harm in that. Okay, but yeah, Vinny, you touched upon it earlier. A very good day for Manchester United, and we've not kicked a ball. So Chelsea 1, Burnley 1, and then Aston Villa 1, Leeds 1. I don't know if you saw the Leeds free kick from Stack. Incredible goal. People will say it might be an Emi Martinez mistake. It was a free kick from like 35 yards. Really good goal. But this is the league table as it stands after Chelsea and Villa have played their games. I think it's huge. 2 promoted teams. They've played them at home and they've dropped points. It's all to play for on Monday. I know we keep mentioning it. Don't want to sound really, really horrible. I know we've just spoken about Duncan Edwards, but put that aside. Play to win the game. Ultimately play to win the game. There's been so many opportunities in the past where, under the previous manager, Ruben Amorim, I will say his name, we've had this opportunity and we've not taken it. What say you, Colin, do we take the opportunity at the Hill Dickinson? Because it's not Goodison, and I'm so happy about that.
I think we need to. I don't think it's a case of will we. I think we have to. Regardless whether we play poorly, whether they play like prime Barcelona back in like the early 2000s or whatever, we need to take this opportunity because we don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. You know what I mean? We've had two very good results for us today, and we need to capitalize on this. And this is what the best teams do. They capitalize on other people's slip ups. You know, we're seeing. I hate to bring them up, but we're seeing what City are doing every time Arsenal are dropping points. They're creeping closer and closer and closer. And, you know, tomorrow, I know, is City play later today?
They're playing in a bit. Yeah, they're playing in a bit. And I'll just jump in on that quickly. My mate's an Arsenal fan, and he said the exact same thing in terms of now until the end of the season, Arsenal play after Man City every single time. That is such a mentality thing. And as you say, only the greatest teams get over that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we look at, like, let's go back to a bygone age when everything was rosy and everybody was smiling. You know, it was games at Goodison Park, you know, where we knew it was going to be tough, but we went out and did the job we had to do. You know, it's difficult. It's going to be difficult, but I think we've got more than enough quality, more than enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we do. And obviously that goes on to what that quality looks like. The big man up front, Big Ben, Benjamin Sesko. For me, I want to see him start. I think it's time. I think he's done his, his training on the bench, on the Carrick. He's been patient every single time he's come on. He's had chances. He's put some away, a few misses, but he's not let that get to him. And then obviously he got us the point against West Ham with that beautiful, beautiful finish. I think it's time. I think you agree with that. My next question would be for who?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. That because I agree. I think Šeško needs to start, especially in this game. This game will suit him because they've got big, tall defenders that want to be physical, and Šeško will get physical back with him. So yeah, I don't think Embuemo up there is going to do any justice. Oh God, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go Šeško up top, and he's replacing Cunha.
Ooh, okay.
Although I want Cunha to play as well. This
I know, but and this is the good thing. This is a good issue, kind of. I get what you mean. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say Ahmad, but that's maybe a bit of a bias coming in. But I
can see that. I can see that because I'm trying to think what would be the best way, but Šeško, Bruno, Cunha, and Buemo is very strong. Like, it's ridiculously strong.
Yeah, you could arguably say it's the best attack in the Premier League on paper. Yeah,
100%. It puts a smile to my face just saying those names together, But I mean, when Ahmad, see, the issue is when Ahmad's on it, he's unplayable. Nobody gets near him, and I just don't know whether he is going to be on it on Monday night because he's due an outstanding performance.
Yeah,
he's had a couple of rotters, to be fair, but he's due one. It just depends whether you take that risk.
And obviously, with that being said, if Ahmad does come out, then Mbeumo goes back to his, it's fair to say his natural position on the right side. From recent teams, they've been playing with Mikalenko at left back. He's available. They've lost O'Brien at right back because he's suspended. So I don't know what they'll do. I know they have recently played with 3 centre backs in terms of Keane, Tarkowski, and Braithwaite or Brentwaite. So I kind of like how Arsenal set up with 3 centre backs. So I think we can get at them. I really do. So with that being said, I could understand if Ahmad stayed in the team because
Mm,
Cunha's not the type of guy to get past people. He would probably do something from deep.
yeah,
Um,
I think
it,
I think he'd
is there a
be.
world that Shesko doesn't play again?
I mean, Sheshko might not play again. To be
Yeah,
fair,
that might be it. Yeah.
that might be the thing because if they are going to play with this back free system, there are these
Mm,
three centre backs. You look at it and it's like, okay, so you've got Cunha and Bruno that are going to be feeding the balls through, basically. You've got Ahmad out on the right who's just going to be burning through people with his pace. And none of them are keeping up with Embuemo.
mm.
I mean, I saw a clip. It were on
The Traore
TikTok.
one.
Yeah, yeah, Evan Buemo just going. I'm like,
I didn't know he was that quick.
no, neither did I.
I thought he was quick, but to see that, I was like,
Yeah, that's
"Geez,
what I
okay."
mean. I didn't realize you were that quick, and I just saw him putting burners on. And he left Traore. I was like, this guy is rapid. Jesus, no wonder why we go out onto wing with him sometimes. You know, he's rapid. But I think he might keep it the same. You know, Sheshko will come on the pitch in the second half. I think he would have changed it if Dorgu was back because it
Good
wouldn't have
point.
mattered then if
Yeah,
Cunha's playing out on the left because Dorgu will do the overlap for him.
yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah, doggy,
Oh,
miss
please come
doggy.
back.
I know. We're crying for a winger. Doggy, come back, please, please. Okay, so I think we'll be very surprised. I think it's going to be one of those ones where we'll see on Monday. Um, if I'm going to put money on it, I would say Shesko starts, and I think Cunha will come out. So I think I'll agree with you on that if he's going to make the change. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I
Um,
can't see him dropping any. Well, not dropping, rotating anybody else. To be fair, you know,
mm,
and Blemo's scoring goals for fun at the moment, so he's going to be staying on. Bruno's going to stay because everything goes through Bruno. Ahmad, they're going to want him for the pace out on the wing. So yeah, it kind of leaves one person.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, if he's our bench option,
It's not a bad one, is it?
yeah, then so be it. So be it. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. I don't think we'll spend too much time on this midfield back four. Like, is there really much to talk about? I know we've got Maz again. He's not getting any game time, but weirdly, Delo's not been too bad for us. He's actually been all right.
It's so weird. It's so weird because obviously under I'll say his name because you said his name under Amrim, Delo was awful.
Yeah.
He was so bad, and for some reason it seems like we've got a completely different player now under
I
Carrick.
don't get how you can be so bad as a right wing back, but just being a right back,
Yeah,
complete transformation.
no, it doesn't make sense to me at all. It really doesn't. I mean, we've got Maz back, but I think Dallow's done enough to keep his place. I don't see the point in replacing him. Obviously, Martinez and Maguire, they kind of like solidified themselves at the minute. I won't mind seeing Heaven get some game time. To be fair,
Although, just jumping on that, Maguire, did look a bit,
well, he picked up a
did he
knock,
get
didn't
injured, or is
he?
he?
Yeah,
Been enough time maybe to say he might be okay. I've not heard
yeah.
anything else.
No,
So,
no, he picked up a little knock, but I think he'll be fine. But like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing Heaven get a bit more game time. I wouldn't mind seeing Yoro get a bit more game time as well. To be fair, because I mean, games are coming. I know we've only got like one game a week, but you know we're going to be playing Monday, then we're playing again at the weekend. You know, so it might be a nice little time for a bit of rotation. We've only got Luke Shaw, so he's kind of got to stay unless we're going to bring Leon back up, maybe. But I don't think he's been pulling up any roots or any trees, should I say, in the Is it under 21s he's playing for at the minute, or
Think
reserves
so.
or something?
Yeah.
He's apparently not been pulling up trees, so maybe he's not ready yet. Obviously, Dorgu's out injured. I hate that.
I know.
And yeah, the midfield too speak for themselves. Casemiro and Mainu. You've got Casemiro who's doing what Casemiro does. Mister Legs have gone, but can still last 90 minutes.
It's
And
it's a
put in a
weird one.
performance. He
Yeah,
can
it's
put
a
in a
weird
performance.
one. The whole Castamiro scenario. It's like, yeah, I've never had it's chalk and cheese. I've never had a feeling for like this season by season. So this season, incredible. Last season wasn't the best, but was okay. The season before that was shocking, and then the season before that was incredible. So honestly, it's weird. It's so weird, and obviously he's been a unit this season, arguably one of our best players this season.
Yeah, 100%. If I gave man of the matches out, obviously we don't do that on the shows are out. But Casemiro will probably have had a bucket full of them minimum, and that partnership between him and Mainu is ridiculous. I mean, Mainu's unpressable. The way he just shifts and glides past people when they're trying to press him is ridiculous, and it's criminal that he's not been on the pitch for so long, and now we're starting to see what Mainu can do again, and it's fantastic. I'm not going to mention the Uruguayan because he's
Who?
someone called Manuel or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near the standard, nowhere near what needs to be. But speaking about, I'm going to throw another name in there, really, not in the midfield, but another player that we could look at, Lacey. Could Shay Lacey play? We've got such a good problem to have.
Yeah,
but it makes it difficult.
I think. Honestly, I think purely because of the fact that we are playing one game a week and the gap from our last game has been so long, I just think he'll just go full strength. And because it's away, new stadium, nighttime game, I think he won't mess around. I really do. I think our next game is Crystal Palace. I think after that at home.
Yeah, we got Palace at home,
and they are all over the place. So I can see that being a game where we tweak and start tinkering with stuff, and that's at home as well, isn't it? So I think that might be the game where Yarrow comes back in, maybe Heaven, Lacey. I'd love that. I think that'd be a very good game because again, Crystal Palace are all over the place. But we'll see how we get on Monday. I think 3 points. I'm pretty confident. I'm confident. I think it's going to be a comfortable scoreline as well. I don't think it's going to be a tough game. I'm going to go because Everton, they're not a threat. Let's talk about Everton this quickly. They're not too much of a threat. I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 United. What do you think?
See, it's really difficult. Is Garner out?
No, he's available. He's there.
I thought you said they hadn't got Garner.
No. They have. He's been brilliant this season, by the way.
So, I don't think it's going to be as easy as what we think it's going to be. Everton always decide to turn up against us. Always. There's a track record of it.
At Goodison.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's at Goodison. They're no longer there.
They're attacking that very good. Like you're probably looking at what they've got now. Like Barry, Barry and Beto, double Bs. Like, yeah, don't worry about them. Famous last words. And Njai, he's someone to watch. I think he's very, very good. So if we're gonna be troubled, it's gonna be him or Dewsbury Hall. I think they're gonna be the two that kind of give us the heebie-jeebies. And then they've got Saka's twin from Chelsea on loan, George.
Well, I mean, they've got Idrissa Gueye as well. He can cause issues. I think we will win. And I don't think they're going to put up as much of a fight as what I'm probably thinking they are, because I've just remembered, like, oh, I've had a look and it's just reminded me that one of their key players and one of their most creative players and somebody that likes to score past us a lot isn't available in Mr. Grealish. And he's going to be a big loss for them.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting. You know what? I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1.
Okay. Ooh, 3. Okay. So as long as you think we're gonna win, I think 3-1's a quite a comfortable score. I'll take that. Well, all 3 goals first, and then we concede, or we concede first.
Do you know what? I've got a feeling that we're going to put. I've got a kind of a feeling that we're going to put 2 away in first half. We're going to come out a bit slow in second. They're going to get theirs, and then we'll score a third.
Stephanie, both Ahmad and Kabi are due a goal. I'm going 3-1 United. So Steph agrees. How are you, Steph? I know caught you off guard with the Saturday show, but and it tends to be me and you, Colin, on the Saturdays all the time on the Saturday show. So people, we will try and put the show out early on a Saturday, so you all got like a heads up.
Definitely. Yeah, I think the people in the chat, next time you see Mr. B and Monday and Co, be like, "Where's your Saturday show?" Speaking of Mr. B.
Speaking of Shesko, Ahmad, Cunha, how far are you playing this back on like repeat? Like you get live. Oh, there we go. 3-0. Oh, with the goal scorer. Sorry. Okay, 3-0. For giving us your lineup. Yeah. Okay. 3. That's positive. Mr. B
is.
He's been positive for a long time. Since Amarin's left the building. So
yeah, it's so strange, isn't it? Like, I mean, you had me, Mr. B, and Rebel, being the dark side of the group, and each one of us have kind of got a bit of a smile on our face and actually looking forward, going, "No, do you know what? We could actually do this." Until we lose, and then
what's Mr. B's track record recently on the watch alongs?
Watched 1 and we drew.
Okay.
He's only done 1. I've got 100% record this year, 2026, 100% wins. Mr. B's done 1 and we drew. So get your act together.
So we've not lost this year with views at all. Mr. B, I don't know. You need to sprinkle this magic voodoo stuff before the game. Mr. B people will be doing the watch along on Monday, so be there or be square. We're gonna we'll do a reaction show on Monday. I'll be about for the reaction show anyway. So there will be a reaction show, people, on Monday, and then obviously we'll have the aftermath show on Tuesday, as per normally on a Monday, but game on Monday, aftermath Tuesday, and so on, so forth. Colin, it's been a pleasure. I'm looking forward to the game. Again, we are the main event of the weekend, so that's why they always put us on last. Monday Night Football, prime time, so everyone can see. And then, I think by the end of the Monday night, we'll be back we'll be joint fourth.
I think we are still a little bit behind third.
That's it. Sorry, Villa.
Yeah, Villa are third.
We'll be 3 points off Villa. 4 points off Villa.
Yeah.
7, 8. Yep. 3 points off Villa. Can't get my math in. Yeah. Brilliant. I'm a jinx. What do you mean? You're not a jinx. There is no jinx. You will be watching the game. You will be celebrating Mr. B, and all 3 points will be going back to Old Trafford. And then we've got Crystal Palace after that, and then we'll spank them as well.
Yeah, Mr. B, if you do this watch along, right, and we don't get the win, then you're paying double for your hoodie.
Ooh, there we go. No pressure. Forget about Champions League football. It's all about this hoodie and the costume.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Colin, any last words before we wrap up?
No, everyone enjoy the weekend. I'm going to go and watch the other scum play now and see how they perform. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend.
Brilliant. People, if you've not done so already, smash the likes. Really do appreciate it. And we will catch you on the watch along tomorrow. Good night.